to complete the last of the Dragoon quests from A Realm Reborn. That way, I shall be fully prepared when it comes time to enter Ishgard, because that way I can go as a Dragoon and get the new the special dialogue from being a Dragoon. The White House looks like a giant letter, a giant 3. Into the Dragon's Maw we go. I shall get the mail, the better armor, and then the Dragon Fire Dive. Delivers a jumping fire-based attack to target all enemies nearby with a potency of 500 for the first enemy and 50% for less for all remaining. Cannot be executed while bound. Orin, Origin Messin arrived from unseen your absence. He bids you to come at once to Steel Vigil. It would seem Meathog is on the move, and rather sooner than we anticipated. And it appears you have not yet fully become a master of the Dragoon within you, yet we are racing against time. I fear we have no choice but to do battle to the best of your current abilities, and without the Dragon Mail, I promise. Notice the way instinct must know the truth in Fendel, lest he fall to the greater worm's seduction. Honestly, I thought that this last quest was just going to be me getting the armor, and then we'd actually have to fight the dragon at a later point. Though, knowing this game, maybe the big dragon will survive and we'll have to kill him another day. We shall see. Regardless, I shall become a Dragoon. Noon. If we do actually kill him now, though, I actually wonder what the next Dragoon quests are actually going to focus on. Barely see anything. I'm just floating through the snow on my magic chariot, covered in bombs. No, that's the wrong place. I keep doing that! Oh, well, I'm close enough anyway. I keep thinking that the dungeon I still have to do is the place I have to go. So, note to self: do that dungeon when I can, on or off stream. We'll see. I haven't heard the music play this far, though, so very nice. Alright, into the mall we go. Oh god, what if I have to fight the other guy instead? Waited long for this day. He fancies himself as Zora Dragon, the man whose cause you have taken for your own cowardice. He relinquished the power of the Dragoon of his own volition and watched for Nail burn. Not thinking ironic that I would chosen Zora Dragon, I, orphan that not valued to protect Ishgard. I suppose I must give thanks, for it was the eye that revealed to me the truth so damning, so undo a lifetime of trust. I loved you as a father, but can ill forgive you for Ferndale. And as I understand it, you've kept even the Archbishop in the dark regarding the missing eye. Do you mean to take your shame to your grave? I'm gonna have to fight him. Waste my breath. Prepare yourself for a minute, for I shall lay waste to all things you hold dear, and once I am finished with you, I shall do what no Zora dragon has succeeded in doing. I shall claim Nihog's head. Calm yourself, Instant. Your rage renders you vulnerable to Dragon's influence. Aura. In you, though, I thought I had found Kinder, someone beside whom I could fight the Great Worm. So heavy after I relinquished that dream. Your affection for this cowardice has rendered you deaf to your own destiny. Oh dear. Figures it wouldn't be the dragon, but I guess I was mistaken. Very well. That we would one day cross glances was inevitable from the moment of our first meeting, and we should now find out who the eye truly chose it. There can be only one. Oh, maybe this is why the eye reacted for me. It knew that he wasn't emotionally stable enough to fight Nihog, or whatever his name is. However you pronounce it. Feel your wounds knitting. Power of the eye. Cannot compare it to my own. You awaken the dragon aura. Now my flame shall consume you whole. Oh, dragon's eye. Dragon's curse corrupts his body and soul. Oh no! Power! I must have more power. Oh, Lord of Dragons, grant me strength to raise my enemies. Son, surrender not to the beast of pain. Have you forgotten your vows you swore? There's no way this is gonna be the only thing. Oh, I guess it is. The question is, will this be the end of him, or can we help him? Feeble creature. Dost thou desire power? To thine anger and thy hatred, it is there that thou shalt find it. When ye have Lord of Dragons. Grant unto me thy blood, that I might be granted the claws and fangs wherein render my enemies. No, dang it. I wanted to help him. He's gonna become a dragon, isn't he? What? Is it possible? It can't be! Oh, whoa. Where'd he go? Means I failed you once again. I'm fine, alright. So much shaken, but otherwise whole of body. Suffice it to say, I have much to reflect upon. Let us return to the observatorium. Soul of the dragon shines with unbound radiance. I really wish I could have actually helped him, like, to escape the influence. Maybe I will in future quests, assuming he's not actually dead, but we'll see. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is also the first level 50 quest that I've done so far that actually didn't have, like, a like a good resolution. The Paladins Guild had, while the people that were causing problems were still out there, we had at least stopped their schemes for the time being and could focus more on seeking them out. And then for the Archery Guild, for the Bard quest, the guy was able to overcome his pain and actually pick up a bow again. So this is the first one that's sort of like, things didn't go so well and aren't really resolved. But, well, it just leaves open for future expansion, I'm sure. When the being of darkness closed upon us, you appeared to me spitting image of Hathor the Dragon's Eye, just as he is depicted in the Holy Scriptures. I thought that mayhap the years had taken a toll on my mind, but behold, the soul of the dragon shines as it never did in all the years I bore it. It would seem you have achieved that which thought impossible. You have awakened the ability that none but the first Azure dragon possessed. Truly a momentous achievement. I can still scarce believe that you are able to summon the self-same dragon mail worn by Haldra, to think that it had to be sealed within the soul crystal all this time. I have bore witness to many and more wonders over the years, yet none compared to you, my young Dragoon. Could it be that you are... Mark not my mutterings. I am certain that it was your indomitable sense of justice that resonated with the spirit of the first Azure Dragoon, prompting him to bestow the armor upon you. Yes, this is doubtless what happened. As the being of darkness faded, so too did Nihog's aura subside, and now its kind have ceased their stirring. Whether this was compelled by your awakening, I cannot say. I suspect we will learn the truth eventually. I said, my dear boy, what became of him? He will ever be a son to me. Whatever becomes of him, he will ever be a son to me. I pray that he is somewhere out there still, and that he has not wholly forgotten the great man he once was. When the darkness brushed against me, the self-same torrent of emotions swept over me, as those I experienced 20 summers past. If there was something else besides, there was a voice, and it lamented the rift that divides dragons and men. You will come to comprehend what I speak in due time. Till then, Aura, I pray that you will ever use your newfound strength in the name of justice. And thus, I become a Dragoon. Dragonfire Dive. Completed before the dawn. Once you've done so, the next Dragoon quest will become available. Ooh, Dragon Age 1. I already have armor that's better than the Dragoon armor I have. Oh, but honestly, this armor really kind of fits with my character's colors. It's like a perfect match almost. But we'll see. Let's see what the unique armor set I got is. Warmgreaves. Oh, whoa! Those are. As much as I love what the other armor looks like, this one looks even cooler. I love like the light blue accents on everything. That is just epic. I mean, I am an Azure Dragoon, but damn, that looks cool. Now there's only one thing left to do. Test out my new ability on the nearest poor low-level enemy. Oh, I like it. Actually, let me check my currency. Oh, I have 1,000. You know what? I'm going to go to Mordoa and get the Lancer's best weapon from the merchant. At least best weapon for the time being. And then maybe I'll actually do like one or two of the story quests. Because I think I think Rose said that I have about 5 left until I complete the 2.3 patches. Lancer. Oh, those are... Okay, so let's check for weapons. Accessories. Huh. I guess they don't. I guess this person doesn't sell weapons. Okay, back to New Gradina then. Then I'll warp myself back. I wonder if Mordoa will get a an airship landing at a later point. Oh my god, it's so busy. Oh, it is getting later than I thought it was. Oh wait, Primal Gear. Tidal Wave Harpoon. Need a Wave Harpoon and a Mirror of the Whirl. Augmented Ironworks Magitech Spear. Now I can get myself a hat, shirt, that, and that. Okay, whoever was playing the music was very discordant. Oh, this is the Holy Lance. Okay, I didn't realize that I had the Holy Lance, but still. Oh, fancy. And away I go. Back to Revenant's Toll. Because I do think that I will do a few story missions before I continue. And what better way to start off the story missions than by trying out my new Lancer, level 50 Lancer class. Correspondence, which to share. None of my remove has for the present been put to rest. There's something more than I'll show you. Letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Zoria Alliance, acknowledging the Science tireless service of the realm. It mentions in particular the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Goodkin, Mugamog, the 12th Leviathan, and Navramu. You can say there is only one among our number to have faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel they are meant for you above all others. You must offer my heartfelt thanks for all you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. Your true hero aura in Azoria is much safer for your presence. Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ashians may be relied upon to sow chaos in the realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own, and that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too. In harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace. We only know one part of the dangers you have faced on our behalf. and the people you have won over to our cause in doing so. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. The selfless little souls who wish not of conflict. Have Aeson, who strives to unearth the terrible secrets of the calamity. Alice. And then there is Sid and the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of the Aeson Algag, that we might be spared the horror of another ultimate weapon. Of course, when speaking to our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, but which of me and I our scions. Thanks to the many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Aesians, and combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Oh? Oh! Are you gonna head out for a bit? Often not. I take it troubles and don't no longer require your attention. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. Tis a report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. I have a message to you from Ellie. You recall the refugee girl, the one whose parents were missing? They are found unharmed. She wishes to pass her thanks to you. That's good. Fanad, am I to understand you made an effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Alright, you have been away from Revenant Soul for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take the opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, one of the Nomen children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozen was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Sure. He can check out my new fancy armor. As long as he doesn't run into me, because this thing honestly looks like really sharp. And I'm just afraid that I'm gonna cut something just by accidentally stumbling into it. Hello. Hello, tiny child. Look, it's Mr. Orr. He's back from his adventures. I heard you were off fighting primals, and that there were some strongest enemies you ever faced. I wish you could have seen the battle. I've seen you in battle. Anyway, we want all to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Domain Adventurers Guild to protect all of the domains. Oh, do you think you could train us, Mr. Orr? Maybe we could show us how you fought the primals? What's all the commotion then? Mr. Boulder, Mr. Kroger, did you know that Mr. Orr is back? So it seems so. Welcome home, Orr. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as Horay Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Contelnet, or Col-Lieutenant. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken upon ourselves to instruct the men children in the arts of combat. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not lunglings anymore. We are adventurers. Just asking Mr. Orr if he could give us special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside him, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent at your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordeaux are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross-sword with Aura? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Alright, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Well, mayhaps I am, but what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Ori? Will you content to spar? Certainly. I think I'm smiling. It's hard to tell. Right, we have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must participate in the grand outing. Oh, I hit the A button too fast. Oh, well, we're good. Do try not to disappoint them, Have faith, Conan. I shall summon every ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. The fiends to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Actually, the distance between the two doors is actually perfect, so that way you get on your mount just as you leave the area. Whee! Scooby-Doo, Artress, you ready to begin? Alright, let's go. No, let's not keep the young ones waiting any longer. Alright, certain you wish to fight him alone. This is Aura you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, it was the hero's legend that led me to join the Silence to begin with. Without Aura to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. That's nice to know. Point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Oh, who's this? Oh, it's the rest of you guys. Hello. Ah, who are these people? Everybody's sparring match. I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, there's still more to come. When I mentioned Aura's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Well, my unpopular seemed for the sickly shade in comparison. Your best claim victory, bringer of light. Your budgeting reputation is at stake. Well, our teachers won't be beaten easily. He's a master swordsman. Go in, Mr. Balder. We shall soon see. On your guard. Ching. Boom. Power. Tails better do you justice. Well, they won't lose, will he? Well, yeah, it can't be. Alright, the children have the right of it. It's time I join the fray. On your feet! Nope. Rule 1, always attack the mage first. The defeat, the honor and the privilege. Doink! Oh no, he looks hurt. Oh, you're so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Boulder. Can't disappoint the younglings. Strength, but the lesson must continue. Is your example I follow? Surrender not to the impeccable foe. Oh, he used the ability that makes him invincible temporarily. Oh, you all right, buddy? You bested me, I yield. You can both at the same time. Oh crap. You knew I couldn't lose, alright? None can defeat the guardian of his order. We'll see about that. Now I see why they sent you to deal with the primals. There's much work to do if I ever to attempt the same. Yeah, don't sell yourself short. You guys did pretty well. Especially considering that I took down Ultima. As always are, it's ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. Judging by the smiles on the many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Azuria, yes, that is a most fitting title. I prefer Imperial Nuisance, but I don't have that unlocked yet. Do you recall when first we met? It was at the memorial service for the Battle of Curtinu. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Azoria. Or Azoria. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expanded towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted, thought Azorians a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if they had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce, though again his single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for the desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. Interesting admission, honestly. It was you who convinced me salvation of Azoria was possible. It was you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, what that my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor the history, nor a single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, often infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such thing as the words, I believe grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew to a fervent wish, a wish to aid Azoria and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. Wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of guardian of Azoria and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the signs of the seventh dawn alone. No, what I need to tackle is the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ashians. It is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back in the walls of the Rising Stones. Do. Coming on, the world shifts and alters, and we and my friends must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a true united Azoria. Wishes to request your assistance before your endeavor. I agree if I tread over old ground, but I first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Astral Era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Azoria together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against the threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become a source of endless debate. That's fair. I mean, that would be pretty big to basically combine three separate countries' armies into one alliance. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we had hoped to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. It is my hope that a successful utilization of such a force would lead to momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit means to assuage the fears of misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect the Doria and its people, but as you yourself have witnessed with the Refuge Revolt, there are limitations to what we can achieve. This new company under the Science command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goal of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before we can move forward with establishing this precursor to a true border-spanning grand company, it is yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain the official approval. Tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I'm otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. I guess that works. Thank you. It is reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and his discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. First destination will be Limsa. Let's rendezvous at the Bulwark Hall. Okay. Just wanted to start that quest, but I am getting pretty tired, and I have not had dinner yet, and it's getting pretty late, so I think that I will actually end my stream there once I step back outside. But this was quite the fun adventure. I learned how to use knives and had some very, very entertaining cutscenes as part of the Rogues Guild. I became a full Dragoon and now have this fancy blue armor. Still, I'm not sure if I like it better than the purple armor, but we shall see with time. Maybe I'll make a glamour of both. And then, I continued with my quest, or the main quest. But, that is all that I shall do for now. Thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun watching me do all this funky stuff, and I will see you all next time. Good night, Internet.